I ignored my destiny once. I cannot do that again. Even for you. I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
The Mad Titan Podcast with your host, Jay Washington.
Titans, go!
I know it's been a month. We haven't been here, but we are back. It is season 2, episode 27 of the Mad Titan Podcast. And me, your resident supervillain, Mr. Jay Washington.
And your boy, B to the C, back in the hizzy. What's poppin', Jay?
The hizzy?
The hizzy!
The hizzy?
The hizzy!
Okay, all right.
Taking it back, son.
No. How about we don't?
Let's take it back to the 2000s. Hizzy in the hizzy.
First of all, speaking of taking shit back, this motherfucker BC sends me a thing on TikTok.
Oh shit, which one?
The fucking 2010 saxophone with Macklemore and all this shit. Which I was inclined to agree with dude as I was watching the fucking thing.
Right? I was like, oh shit.
Everything did in 2010s was just using saxophones left and right. So I was inclined to agree.
Yeah.
Here was the problem. Here's why I'm upset. You're probably wondering. Well, after I listened to this shit, I immediately went and played Macklemore Thrift Shop. I immediately went and did Jason Derulo's Talk Dirty to Me. I immediately did Fifth Harmony. I did every song because it was in my fucking head. I said, I hate this one. I'm in my car going down Sepulveda Boulevard with the windows blasted. Talk dirty to me. I'm about to pop some tags. Only got $20. I was like, I said, why? Why am I doing this?
Oh, love it. That's what I was actually jamming Macklemore's Downtown the other day.
Here's the difference, and I get to say this with all the love I have in my heart. You're white. That's okay. It's okay. You're allowed to.
That's right. It don't matter what I put on.
Doesn't matter. There's not a thing of what you put on.
Hey, yo, speaking of music, I got a question. And look, don't lie to me, dog. Tell me the truth here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I know you a big bad motherfucker, but you tell me the truth. Have you heard the new version of Bop?
No.
The Hanson brothers are back and they remade Bop.
Okay, first of all, I like to feel like this is a disclaimer right now on this podcast that this is about to be a thing you just got excited about because let me tell you something. If I'm at a party, I know 4th of July is coming up and I know I'm going to a couple barbecues and I swear for Jesus that if I hear Bop, the new version, I'm going to want to find you and fight you. No one else. Bro,
it's so good. I don't care. I'm like, whatever. It's dancing. Bop.
So how have you been in this past?
Oh, I've been awful. It's been horrible, Jay.
Why? What's going on?
I wrecked my car. Total. Like, I don't
wait,
have a car
what?
right now. Yeah.
How'd you wreck your car?
2 weeks ago.
How?
So like out of nowhere, it is 9,500 degrees. I'm on my way to work. All of a sudden, Texas decides, oh, hey, now it's raining. And it just starts raining out of nowhere. So I see traffic on the highway. So I go to pull into the express lane, right? I'm following another car in express lane so I can get past the traffic. The car in front of me, they're speeding up. I'm starting to speed up. They slam on their brakes because there's a car in front of them apparently just parked in the middle of the express lane because they didn't want to drive in the rain. And then I slam on my brakes, slide right into that car in front of me. Boom, radiator shot. I just put a brand new engine in the damn car. And now my radiator shot. All this stuff is banged up. It's been in the shop for 2 weeks now, trying to get fixed. Yeah, bro. It has not been a good couple weeks for me. It has been rough.
I'm sorry to hear that. At least you were okay. I told you about when I got hit in December, and because of California's fucked up laws, they've tried to blame me.
Texas is the same because, well, I mean, not the same, but like almost no matter what, if you hit someone from behind in Texas, they're like, "Fuck you, it's your fault." Like, no bullshit.
Like, yo, again, if you're in an express lane, the amount of people that are trying to stop on a dime, you can't stop on a dime.
Nah.
Because even if you try to stop, if you slam on brakes, there's this thing called physics.
Yeah.
That's how you get move. That's how you get skid marks. And it's not like saying, "Oh, well, you're not watching the car in front of you. You're watching the car."
See, and what made me real mad is like that car that was just parked in the middle of the express lane, they didn't get touched. So they done pulled off and left before the cops even showed up.
Yeah, because it's literally their fault.
Yep. But they're like, "Yeah, well, we're good. See y'all later."
Jeez, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
man.
it's been rough, and it has. I am so broke. It's so hard. I don't
because
know
because you're getting it fixed.
Yeah, getting it fixed, and it's just it's been a rough couple of weeks, and this summer this summer is gonna be a nightmare trying to catch back up.
Well, you're not going to be traveling anywhere, so I'll be hitting you up for some things. That was so fucked up, y'all. I realized it because I know somebody like, "Damn, Jay," and I was like, as I said it, I was like, "Damn, Jay." But nah, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah,
seriously, more than anything else. I think that's the cars. Look, as somebody who's gone without a car, who's just now getting a car, you understand how serious it is when you need to go place, especially when your job is a thing that you probably could get there other ways, but it's way easier.
And it's very expensive to get, so what I've been doing is have you heard of Turo?
It's almost like it's like a rental car thing where you just go
pick it up. Airbnb, but for cars.
Yeah.
So I've been renting a car on the days my roommate has his daughter because I can't use his car because he needs it to carry the girl to get the kid in. So when his daughter's at the mom's house, then I'm like, okay, cool. I take his car. But other than that, I've been having to rent a car every week for like 2 or 3 days out of the week. And it's so expensive.
How much is it costing on Turo?
I mean, it's only been like $100. So it's not for 3 days, $100 for 3 days, basically.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not great either, especially if you're also fixing a car.
Yes.
So it's constantly and I'm still trying to do my birthday in Vegas.
When is that?
August 4th. So
yeah, you're probably not going to make that happen. I hate to tell you that.
The thing is, hotel's already paid for the hotel. So now I'm just trying to do both, get my car fixed and have money for Vegas because I have a gambling problem. So I can't wait to go throw money away. But
I just need to. I'm gonna tell you something. I want the tenacity that people like you have. And when I say that, I mean, I don't, this has nothing to do
the
with
fuck it mentality.
Yes, the fuck it mentality of, I'm gonna do this shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I got a bunch of responsibility, but I'm still gonna do this.
Listen, Jay, I have nothing in my life to look forward to. Okay, life sucks. All right, everything is horrible. All right, I'm gonna do what I can to find some way to enjoy something. I'm going to Vegas,
dude. That mentality, I see you and so many people I know who have that, who are just like, no, fuck this. Which I understand why. Again,
we've given up on life. We're the ones that gave up on our dreams. Said, you know what? Fuck it, whatever.
But I and I get it. It's not even really just giving up on dreams. I understand the whole, look, I got to deal with other shit anyway. I might as well have some fun while I can.
Exactly.
And I think I'm starting to slowly learn that. So, again, my hat's off to you, bro. I'm a piggyback off that in a hot second. So for me, this month has been a tumultuous roller coaster. Many people didn't know, but I was actually dating somebody for a couple of months. The problem, and I use that term loosely, was in our first couple of months, our dates got hot and heavy and connected real quick, real fast. So we would be together hours, like not just 2, 3 hours on a date, 6, 7 hours talking, just getting to know each other, vibing, clicking, everything. So feelings started developing real fast. Well, I got dumped 2.5 weeks ago. And it came out, I would say it came out of nowhere, but I guess I was still holding out for hope
Yeah.
because of the type of person that she is. When people are dealing with their own shit, and whether they be emotionally unavailable or different things they're dealing with, I'm learning you can't fix anybody. You can't change anybody. You can't make somebody be who you want them to be or how you want them to be. And I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
But I also am that dude with the really open heart, which sucks because I have not opened my heart to anyone like this. Like I had a chick, I told her how I felt because I've been her, I've been there for a long time, so I had feelings, but this was like different. And this is like the first time in almost 8 years I thought I had somebody. Because I haven't been with it. I haven't been in a relationship in 8 years. And so, for it to be shattered, I was like, man, I felt wanted. So, all that happened, and then I just been broken. Yeah. So if you follow here's the thing. If you see my IG stories, my stories tell a story of pain. My IG feed say he's still working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My IG feed is like
it's the compartmentalizing.
Yep.
Like, let me close this door real quick so I can open this one and go out here and do some jokes. Then I'll come back and be.
Yeah, my feed is now posting stand-up clips. I did a whole bunch of stand-up clips. Now I'm going to do a bunch of reaction videos again. Keep balancing it out. And so that has really sucked. It's really hurt. And it's really beat me down for a while. I'm not going to even lie.
I get it, man. That shit, it's hard to open your heart and go through that stuff. It's a very difficult thing. I can't even, I applaud you for doing it because I can't even do it anymore. I can't.
The thing is, I didn't want, I didn't want to. That's the thing. I have told myself, and I know a lot of people have said, yo, it's almost 20 minutes in. We damn it, 15 minutes in. We ain't say shit. Anyway, but a lot of people will say, well, if you keep saying you're just going to be single and this, that, and third, you're just going to leave it like that. And I was like, yo, the way things were going, were telling me that. But I was like, it was fine. So when I started talking to somebody, all right, but then when you start clicking with somebody, it changes everything. But nonetheless, it just had me really down and it's had me really hurt. And so for those who are probably trying to wonder what my IG stories have been like, that's been what it is. But on the flip side, like you said, when we first before we started recording, I've been busy as shit. I've been doing so many shows. I did 4 shows one night here in Los Angeles.
I saw your Instagram. You're like, I don't know how I made it to all these, but I made it to every one.
Bro, if you understand for people who don't understand the logistics of Los Angeles, for me to go from West Hollywood to Pasadena, which was almost 40 minutes away, to making it every place I had to go to, my goal was to cut my GPS time down by at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I go from West Hollywood at the Comedy Store to the Ice House in Pasadena. From the Ice House in Pasadena to a little spot in Glendale, which was like 10, 15 minutes away. From a spot 10, 15 minutes away in Glendale to 30 minutes away to the Laugh Factory. When I tell you I was the most in the car, bitch, quickly.
Straight ludicrous.
Bro, I had that shit blasting on repeat with the windows down. I had Move Bitch on repeat.
Oh, that's funny.
So, add to that, still was dealing with the breakup at the time and everything, still dealing with. Here's something I've learned over the past couple weeks when it comes to breakups. Men and women have different support systems. Here's why. when a woman goes through a breakup, her girls let her grieve as long as she needs to. Her girls will stand by her side. They will gas her up. They will even begin to shit on her ex at points in times. Bitch, he wasn't shit no way. You know what? He don't deserve you. Girl, you know what? We got you. You know what? We can't, you know what you said, bitch, we here till you get better. With guys, you got 2 weeks. After day 14, I don't give a fuck no more. Stop being sad. Don't you shed a motherfucking tear. The only way you better cry, somebody better have died. I don't want, and that the only person better died, but I better know them. Like, it can't be a celebrity. Like, it better be a close family member. I don't give a fuck if you stub your toe, you better not cry. Like, let me tell you something. My playlist on my phone, it does this. I do YouTube music and it does this super mix. So it just plays shit together. For some reason, it is compiled the saddest shit ever. So
I literally have a playlist I call just depressed, and it's just sad stuff for me to go listen to. And
I don't even know. It played it on its own.
On its own.
I was in the car with my homeboy Jason Cade. Cade was like, because this was like one of the days during the first days of the breakup. He's like, nah, bro. He switched songs. He was like, all right, we're not listening to this. We're not listening to this. Nigga, what the fuck? Like, it was like 4 songs.
The algorithm just knew. The algorithm was like,
the YouTube algorithm just knew. He was like, fuck. He's like, bro, you don't fucking stop. You know, and I was like, hey, man, listen, I'm sorry. Like, so we go to the gym together. We work out together because he's a trainer as well. So he helps train me, which is why if you've seen me, I looked a little more defined more than normal.
Like a monster.
I've been training with him. So at one point, I almost called myself sending her a text message. He's like, give me your goddamn phone. Now, here's the problem.
In the gym, you sending her a text in the gym?
So let me finish. I didn't get a chance to send it. I didn't get a chance to send it. I didn't get a chance to send it.
That's good.
Because he took my phone and deleted the message before I could send it.
Do you understand? The number.
I keep telling you, I'm not doing that.
Look, man, you don't want to say you the nice guy. I don't care. Fuck that hoe. All right, you better than that. You the G, you the motherfucker. You are the best on the planet. What did I tell you the other day? What did I message you out of nowhere? I'm proud of you because you a bad mama jamma.
I appreciate that. Then let me in. I appreciate that. But
thank you for getting that. I say that all the time, and no one picks up on that.
You feel me knocking? Yeah.
Let me in.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
We should probably talk some superheroes.
Maybe God is trying to tell me something. All right. So, for those who are new to the podcast, who are like, oh, what the fuck did I stumble on? What we normally do in normal times is get you caught up on all the things happening in the Marvel and DC live action cinematic universes. This is barbershop talk for nerds, as I always say.
Just wait 20 minutes to do it.
Just get 20 minutes in, you know. It's been a minute, so we're play catch up. We're gonna say some shit. Some people gonna be in their feelings.
We already said some shit.
I've already said some shit. So, you know, I'm gonna say more shit. Oh, by the way, let me say one last thing. Last night, I did the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. It was me, my big bro Finesse Mitchell, my other big bro Craig Robinson, legendary Tom Dreesen, and Lisa Ann Walter. For you probably trying to figure out why does that name ring a bell? The teacher Melissa Shimenti from Abbott Elementary.
There you go.
I have such a love for Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa's such a sweetheart, and she is so beautiful in person. And Lisa hugs me like, "Oh my God, Jay, you smell so good. I love you." I'm like, "Woman, please stop hugging me like this. I'm not gonna get my job done."
See, that's what we're taking. That's what we're gonna go get Lisa for you. Let's get Lisa. Jay need a Lisa.
Man, you find me a Lisa and Walter, bro. They'd be like, I don't remember nobody ever in the past. They'd be like, Jay, who's the parents of who's the mothers of your children? I don't know. I just got 2 kids that appeared out of nowhere. Like, so my kids are here, but I don't know if we're the mother. Anyway, now normally, I start off with Marvel news. Oh no 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 no, we're not doing that this week.
Not this week.
The Flash. When we talk about the epicest of epic bombs ever in history, The Flash's first week made $60 million. This week, it is only racked in 15 mil at most.
This is so,
worldwide, it is total at 220.
So it ain't even made its budget yet.
And they say its budget is close to $1 billion because of how much they've had to spend in visual effects, promotion. Yeah. They say but it would never reach its budget. I'm going to say this. We kept talking about it on this podcast week in and week out. They were only putting that movie out because they thought they were going to make all that money back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Here's my confusion though. Pixar bombed too.
So here's the caveat to here's the caveat to both of them bombing.
Yeah.
But there's also there's a slight difference. Here's the caveat. Late night talk shows being gone are hurting movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't understand why people don't realize that late night talk show run helps a lot of promotion out, right? Animated movies live and die by the promotion.
Yeah,
with the cast being seen. So
and the mom seeing it and going, oh, I'll take the kids to see that.
Absolutely, watching a late night thing or something like that.
This lady was on my show, so I'm going to take the kids.
Exactly. So that affects all movies, not just these in general. This is all.
Yeah.
But when it comes to The Flash, I need y'all to understand. I think I might have said it before. The only people who would rush to go see this would be neckbeards and incels. They are the only ones who did it, and people who only wanted to see Michael Keaton.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hyped for this. You know how hyped I was for this movie. Mainly just because one, the drama behind it made it interesting to me. I'm like, I gotta see what kind of a mess or what this movie actually turns out to be. Plus Michael Keaton. So that's where I have to go see this movie came from. But I don't know about what your thoughts are, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie. And it just sucks that.
So, go ahead. You ready for this? You ready? Haven't seen it.
Okay.
You know why? I stuck to my gut. I said I would probably go see it because it's going to be on HBO Max. Fuck around next week.
And that's what I've been talking about with other people. I've been saying, look, DC is officially in a rebuilding season. All right. This is rebuilding season. Now I think we got a good, we had okay with Black Adam. We got a decent little, trade going on with Shazam. We got someone good to add to the team. Flash came out. We got a good little first round draft pick. I think Blue Beetle's going to come out and it's going to bomb. Like, it is going to bomb, bro.
I don't think Blue Beetle's going to bomb.
I think Blue Beetle bombs like no other.
I'm going to tell you why Blue Beetle don't bomb. Because Go ahead.
So I think it bombs. I think Aquaman does Black Adam numbers 600, 700 million. Superman probably breaks freaking even. And then if Batman, and then I'm thinking by that time, everyone will have watched all these movies on Max and gone, okay, I have enjoyed what they've been doing now. Let's try to go back to the theaters for Batman, But if that Batman still fails, then we're in major trouble.
So here's why I'll push back on the Blue Beetle thing first and foremost. Because of what Blue Beetle is. It is the first Latino-led superhero film.
Okay.
Now, when bombing is relative to what people consider budget and what profit
I
is.
I don't think it's going to be I think Blue Beetle looks incredible. I think
No.
everything they have coming out is going to be good.
So when I say this, it's going to do more than Flash did. That's a given. Blue Beetle will do more than Flash. Blue Beetle may do what Black Adam did.
Really? Okay.
Again, this push. Look at Encanto. Look at I'm trying to think other like heavily Latino based movies. Look at these type of projects. They do well at the box office when pushed. Now, granted, again, if the strike is on still, the writer's strike, which prevents the right, because here's a catch too. If the actors so supposedly we might not go on strike because they're just trying to keep our pension and healthcare. That's the biggest thing. Which is like, you bitches are forgetting about the long-term shit, the AI shit, and the residuals. The late night, if the actors go on strike, there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
Actors can't promote shit. So that'll stop everything. That may affect it, and it will literally be word of mouth.
Yeah. But
there isn't a black eye, a stigma attached to Blue Beetle already.
Yeah.
Here's Flash's several problems. Number one.
Blue Beetle does have one stigma.
What?
Never mind. Tell me the Flash ones first.
Should have been 5-6 years ago. We should have got this movie. Number one.
Yeah, did you see the pitch meeting?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, they said it like when they first came up with the idea of the Flash. Like, yeah, we'll be the first to do a multiverse movie.
See, 5-6 years ago. And then when your lead, look to all the incels, Ezra Miller is still in legal trouble.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were proving that they lied. Ezra Miller is still in legal trouble.
Major legal trouble.
Major legal trouble that people are not support. No. Your star of your movie can't do press.
Yeah.
This thing had so many black eyes. Again, you're trying to bank a movie called The Flash off of Michael Keaton's Batman. I need people to understand. I get the excitement, but that doesn't make sense that you're banking your... It was like Black Adam banking off Henry Cavill's Superman.
So, I thought you were going to say this is one of the black marks against the Flash as well, but it's the one that I think Blue Beetle will have against it.
Go ahead.
It's DC.
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
That is fair.
I got
so
many people that I know here in Texas that are like, I'm not, and that's just middle America people, that are not in this bubble that we are in, this comic book superhero. We go to every movie bubble going, I'm not going to theaters to see a DC movie. So that's where I go. There's so many people still on that train that I'm like, that's why I don't think Blue Beetle does good. The only reason I think Aquaman is decent is because it's their only billion-dollar franchise.
They've all test screenings have said Aquaman Lost Kingdom is terrible, and Aquaman is going to run.
But again, regular people that don't follow that.
That's you're forgetting one thing. But you're forgetting one thing. $1 billion. No, but you're forgetting one important thing when it comes to Aquaman.
They can't hype it up.
Amber Heard.
True, but
doesn't matter.
On a Jason Momoa high right now.
It doesn't matter. Amber Heard's in the movie.
I was wondering what they did. Like, are they promoting her though? That's what's going to be interesting.
It won't matter
if they even promote that she's in the movie.
I mean, it varies.
Because I don't know how big of a part. I thought they may have scaled her part back. I don't know.
I just agree with you that the biggest thing for Blue Beetle is DC. It being a DC property.
I think that's the biggest negative against.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you on that. I just think now this completely closes the door on Ezra Miller.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, we were a lot of people and we're believing that was going to do $1 billion. And I was like, if it did $1 billion, it would have to take all the incels in the world letting their powers combine like Planeteers.
Yeah.
And they did.
Well, since you haven't seen it, like, and I'm not actually going to spoil it.
So go. I don't. Here's the thing. I think no one gives a shit.
But for people listening,
No.
Listen,
right. Listen. Let me say something. Before you say something. Let me say this to people. This is the one movie no one gives a fuck about. That's being spoiled. This isn't like it's a Marvel secret thing or all this shit. So go ahead.
Well, this one ends with Ezra obviously 100%, like them telling you Ezra's Flash is in a completely different universe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We will never see again.
Yeah. The whole Aquaman to the George Clooney shit. Yeah.
Yes. So they go. It's basically them going. People are gonna change, but some are gonna stay the same. They literally they hammered that at the end. Like, yo, James Gunn's universe is gonna be James. Some things are gonna look alike. Some things aren't.
But you know what's the things it's gonna look alike? Aquaman and Lobo.
Yes,
that's the things that's gonna look alike.
And Amanda Waller's the same.
And Amanda Waller's is
the same.
Yeah, Peacemaker. The Peacemaker verse is all the same.
There's a different Batman. There's a different Superman. Maybe there's a different Wonder Woman. We don't fucking know. And there's 100% a different Flash.
If Walter Hamada wasn't fired already, they would have had his bags packed by the door. And Zaslav, this also is karma. This is karma for scrapping Batgirl. This is karma. You can't. Batgirl was unwatchable. Stop. Yeah. You just didn't believe a black woman superhero movie was going to do well at the box office. You thought
it's still to this day infuriates me.
Very, very infuriating. It's karma.
On my Lando project, I constantly bring it up. I'm like, this is bullshit. Morbius got to come out twice, and I will never get to see Batgirl. Like, this is bullshit.
Like, it is wild.
It has to. It can't be unwatchable. Anything with Brendan Fraser is watchable.
Unless you want to just pick, and I'm gonna, again, barbershop talk. I'm gonna make some people mad with this statement. I don't give a fuck. Unless you want to pick when you want to have your sympathies, i.e. the whale. You know, and I'm just gonna be honest. Okay. Some people some people say I couldn't watch the whale because of him in a fat suit. Some people were like, this is just a story.
I loved the whale. I thought it was an incredible. It's one of those movies that is so good I'll never watch it again because I just it got my anxiety and it got me. I'm like, nope. Like Uncut Gems. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's Adam Sandler and he is.
I know who the fuck is in it. I just haven't seen. Yeah,
he on his A game, but the anxiety of that movie just beats you down watching it, man.
Yeah. And so, you know, it's gonna vary. Like I said, saying Batgirl that was unwatchable is a crock of shit. Yeah. Zaslav right now is dismantling Warner Brothers piece by piece.
Yeah.
This motherfucker bought Warner Brothers to dismantle Warner Brothers.
Have you seen what they did with Nolan?
No.
They just sent him like a check for some millions of dollars. Just a random check. Just be like, hey, just to let you know, new people run Warner Brothers now.
Wait, what?
Because they're trying to entice him to come back to Warner Brothers. So they just sent him money. And apparently they're doing the same thing with Peter Jackson. They're like, hey, we got new people. We got rid of the old regime. Come on back to Warner Brothers. Here's some money.
That's wild.
Yep. So. You good?
I'm stuck. Because you're like, wait, what?
They just send in a random check.
I mean, look, there could be a whole other discussion of how fucked up what Zaslav is doing is. It's a whole other discussion because, again, you're about to put. Look, I know that Zaslav already said for a while that they could possibly put DC projects on different streamers, right? And at first, I guess we forgot about that. But then when it was like, yo, Insecure and all this other shit, it might go to Netflix. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But whatever. So again, let's go with that. People even was so with the Flash, going back to that. I saw a couple articles was like people like, well, should Andy Muschietti get the Brave in the Bowl because Flash bombed? I said you can't compare the two.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. Flash bomb. I'm with her. It's a great movie. It might be my favorite DC movie. Is it the most epic and incredible superhero movie that they were telling us it was? No. But it is definitely a very fun, well-made movie. So I am all on board if Andy Muschietti wants to do Batman Brave and the Bold. I don't blame the box office on Andy Muschietti whatsoever.
You can't.
No.
You can't.
This box office is a projection of everything around the Flash.
So Muschietti should still do Brave and the Bold. I still stay with that. So there was a push to get Christian Bale to do his Bruce Wayne, but he was like, nah, I'm good.
I am honestly surprised at the cameos they used. They were very interesting cameos.
Well, like I didn't know this until talking. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
To leave out Grant Gustin, to put in a generic Jay Garrick image of the Flash, which looked 99.9%,
which was Teddy Sears.
99.9% Teddy Sears, but even Teddy Sears like, no, that wasn't. I mean, I didn't know it was me. It's just an image, and they're like, no, it's just generic. It wasn't actually, but it looks exactly like him. So, what was the point of doing that and not Grant Gustin or Wesley Allen Shipp?
You mean John Wesley Shipp?
John Wesley Shipp. Why did Wesley Allen Shipp?
I don't know where you got that from.
John Wesley Shipp. And the decisions to use George Reeves and Adam West.
So
very interesting.
It's like Christopher Reeve didn't want to be seen as standing up after he was paralyzed. George Reeves died. That was his name, George Reeves, the dude that
I think it was George Reeves.
The first dude to play Superman. They said he died from the stress playing Superman. So it's like, look, the whole purpose of a Flash movie using the Flashpoint storyline is to reset your timeline, right? Mm-hmm. It's your out. It is not difficult at all. I don't give a shit how great Ezra Miller was in two roles. It is not difficult at all to make, yes, Ezra might have to run into, yes, Barry might have to run into himself because him going back in time, because of Barry doing that. Make it Eobard Thawne. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
There's also another.
Had no reverse Flash.
Also, yeah, you're banking it off of Keaton, but if you're doing the Flashpoint, get Jeffrey Dean Morgan to be Thomas Wayne's Batman.
Yeah, I mean, again, I really enjoyed what they did. I thought it was I think it's a great movie. It's just they had interesting choices in there too. And I was like, okay. That makes me wonder why they came up with them, how they came up with them. But they needless to say, they worked out for me, honestly. But
it again
is what it is.
So yeah, those cameos. Now, speaking of Michael Keaton, Batman Beyond was potentially supposed to happen if Flash did successful. Now, this is according to the homie Kevin Smith when he did Fat Man on Batman. He said the people who boycotted the Flash movie caused us not to see a Batman Beyond. Stop putting it up. Look, there are boycotts for things. There are boycotts for things. There are stupid ass review bombers. There's certain different things that I have issues with in different places, right?
Yeah.
Boycotting the Flash, I would never say openly boycott the movie. I just wouldn't go see it in the theaters.
Yeah.
I'm just honest. But why support it? That is something that has reasons not to be supported. Yeah. Also, before you say it, people who are listening, well, what about everybody else who worked on the movie? You don't give a shit. You don't. Stop it.
I do.
Who all do you
really cared about Michael Keaton? On that
No.
movie.
I'm not
sorry.
talking about no. When people say that, they're only talking about the actors.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit about the crew. You don't give a shit about the gaffer. You don't give a shit about art. You don't give a shit about costume. You don't care. Stop acting like you do. You know why you don't care? Because you're not saying anything about their strikes.
Facts.
That's how I know you don't care. So stop it. Stop trying to use that as a escape. Well, what about all the other hardworking people? You don't give a fuck about it. Because you know why you don't give a fuck about it? Because you don't give a fuck about it when you're ready to bomb, when you're ready to pitch a bitch about another show.
Yeah.
The same people who were going, well, I care about all the people that worked on The Flash are the same people who were trying to shit down She-Hulk. You didn't care about all the people that worked on She-Hulk.
Yep.
You cannot do one and then do the other.
Facts.
You cannot.
Facts. Preach.
You cannot.
Preach.
So
let him hit in the back.
I don't.
I love when I can break you.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga.
Okay. All right. That their plate. All right. That their plate. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
What's next? What do we have? What else we got?
So saying that is what kept a Batman Beyond. Look, we all knew if the movie did well, Ezra Miller would still be the Flash. Michael Keaton was going to be the Batman Beyond Batman. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So now James Mango, speaking of DC, you know he's doing Swamp Thing.
Mm-hmm.
He has described his Swamp Thing as a gothic horror movie, which I'm pretty fine with, plain and simple.
Sounds like what Swamp Thing should be.
He said, this is what he said when he was talking to Variety, quote, while I'm sure DC views Swamp Thing as a franchise, I would be viewing it as a very simple, clean, gothic horror movie about this man monster. They said he went on first to say he was, quote unquote, toying for years with this idea of making kind of a Frankenstein movie. Huh? Okay. So now this just got weird.
I mean, no, it kind of makes sense. You got mad scientists, you got, creature. I get the Frankenstein feel.
Yeah, I get it. But, I think it isn't. Holland doesn't make himself.
Yeah.
I
would go more of a
Alec Holland gets
fucked.
Yeah.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing.
And that's still a kind of different thing because the creature is created Frankenstein wise. I'll go that cool. Because with Jekyll and Hyde, it's the experiment on itself. Alec Holland doesn't experiment on himself.
Yeah.
It's like mob bosses and shit like that cause him to get exploded in a bunch of chemicals and him become one with the green and all that good shit.
Or maybe it's the connection of, this is the monster, but he's not really a monster on the inside.
Yeah. So
that kind of Frankenstein feel.
So right now, speaking of Superman too, when we talked about that earlier, so Superman Legacy may be down to its front runners. So fans are waiting to learn who are going to be Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Now these are the choices for Clark Kent supposedly: Nicholas Hoult, David Corenswet, and Tom Brittney, while Emma Mackey, Phoebe Devener, and Rachel Brosnahan are in the mix for Lois. It's said it may be official that David Corenswet may be the new Superman.
I don't know if I know him.
I don't either. That again, probably young-looking white guy.
Yep, that's a young-looking white guy.
Oh, he's from House of Cards, the politician, Hollywood. We own the city in Pearl. I don't know who the fuck he is.
All right.
I'm looking at a picture of him.
Yeah, I'm looking at him too. I'm like, all right, cool, young-looking white guy.
I mean, if that's a young Clark Kent, then shit.
Look, he looks tiny, but
he looks young. He looks like a young Clark Kent.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, cool, I guess. Oh, speaking of which, before we go any further, so we might find out at Comic-Con.
That's what I was about to ask you. It's like, hey, with Marvel not going this year, you think they're gonna try and show out?
They
need to.
Well, but again, here is the problem. if the strike happens, actors cannot be at Comic-Con.
When would they be thinking about going on strike?
The 30th of this month.
Oh shit. All right. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
We will find out in 5 days if we are sad.
So instead, it's just, hey, here's a picture because we can't actually have him here. James Gunn couldn't be here either. So
with Marvel pulling
here's
out
Jeremy. This guy Jeremy, we found him on the street. He's gonna tell you everything because there's no actors.
When Marvel pulling out, that speaks volumes.
This is the popcorn guy from Cinemark. He's got all the news. So he's going to let us know what DC's going to do.
From Cinemark. Hi, guys. Regal Theaters here to sponsor this new San Diego Comic-Con announcement. What? Regal Theaters? Shit. I guess it's just, look, Marvel not being there is a big thing. DC, you have to kind of be there because you need James Gunn. See, you need James Gunn there because of who he is. Mm-hmm. You need him there.
Yeah.
So they have to. But his announcement, yes, they have to be. They have to show up because they have to announce the cast for the majority of shit for this Gods and Monsters thing. They have to. They have to. Whether they can be present or not, they have to be there to announce. They need to be there. Okay. Then you'll get another trailer for Blue Beetle because Blue Beetle drops in August.
Yep.
So cool. Sony will give you another Kraven trailer, which we will talk about momentarily. I don't know why you sounded like a hungry bear. I know it's supposed to be a lion.
Because I'm so excited.
Sony will be able to give you that. Maybe some info on Spider. We'll talk about all that, what they may do. Paramount, I don't know what Paramount has really coming up because Dead Reckoning Part 1 will already be out. So
unless they're gonna talk the future of Transformers.
They'll talk the future, yes. That's what they'll do. They'll talk the future of the Transformers of the Hasbro verse.
Which I've been dying to talk to you about, by the way.
That's your fault. You ain't talk to me about it.
I wanted it. I don't know why I wanted it because it's not Marvel or DC, so we wouldn't technically put it on here. But
say it. I'll break the rules on this bitch. Why?
I'm so goddamn confused, but I'm so excited for G.I. Joe.
Confused about what?
Like, okay, so I was under the impression that this was a prequel to Transformers.
Bro,
like this takes place between Bumblebee and Transformers.
I need you to. No, you have to understand. Michael Bay's universe doesn't exist anymore.
I guess.
Ain't no guess.
But there's
no. The post
so
no.
The
NC. Let me tell you this real quick, and now we'll go back because I'm gonna go to Marvel shit in a second. The end scene of Bumblebee, where Bumblebee turns into the Camaro from the Michael Bay Transformers, was a fail safe in case people didn't fuck with the movie. They could just easily connect it back to the first one.
Yeah.
But because people loved Bumblebee, if you notice in Rise of the Beast, it goes, he tells Bumblebee, you had that friend.
Yeah.
His friend is Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Now it's building a whole new universe.
And I get confused because I'm like, okay, so then the next one's going to have to take place in early 2000. We can never just get to present day.
Why does everything have to be present day though?
Because it's weird. Why does it not? It's just, I don't know. It just felt weird for me for some reason. I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
But I love it so much. It was so good.
Rise of the Beast works because I get a great fucking soundtrack. You kiss my ass.
Yo, that soundtrack was lit.
Thank you.
It was so lit. And so I just saw it again for the second time last night or 2 nights ago. And I did realize this time, this made me really mad. Rhinox doesn't have a single line.
Not at all.
And not only that, once he transforms, you don't even see his face. All I wanted to do was see his face and the jaws down. And like they never give you a close-up of transformed Rhinox. And it made me so mad.
There's only one person I want to voice a transformed Rhinox. John Goodman.
Ooh, that would be good.
I want John Goodman to voice Rhinox.
And I also went into that movie going, Rat Trap's gonna be in this. He has.
I was hoping it's so. I was like, gotta be a fucking Rat Trap. There's gotta be a fucking Rat Trap, right? It's gotta be here. I digress.
Okay.
So let's go back. So that's everything with DC. They're more than likely going to be at Comic-Con. Now, when it comes to, let's talk Marvel. So for the most part, most things are done, have wrapped and stopped shooting because of the strike.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 is still filming. And then people are keeping like, wait, what? Because Ryan Reynolds cannot improv. Here's why he cannot improv and ad-lib. Because if he does, it has to be written into the script. Writers cannot write it into the script. But this is how you work around that. Everyone else has to be on their lines. Ryan's lines can be ADR'd because it's under the mask.
Okay.
It's under the mask.
And so maybe when the strike, if we get all agreement, we can come back and have time to ADR lines in there.
Yeah, you do that. Also, you just do a bunch of shit that you don't require people to speak. There's a lot of action sequences. If you're filming action sequences, you don't have to talk. So there is rumors that Ben Affleck has been on set of Deadpool 3.
Fucking Daredevil.
We're getting his Daredevil. This is a multiverse. What did I say months ago? World, his world was going to collapse, and it was going to be the multiverses of he thinks he experiences in Fox. He kills the Fox verse.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting that. Now, speaking of Sony.
So excited, man.
The Kraven the Hunter trailer.
I have specifically not I stayed away from your reviews and shit because I
didn't do the trailer. I didn't do the trailer.
You didn't do one. Okay.
I didn't do one. I didn't have time to.
I want to react to his opinion on this because I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost quit all this again the other day because I got really excited to go talk about Kraven, and then I got online and realized, oh, never mind, people are assholes.
I fucking love what it looks like.
Yes.
I just hate that we're doing blood is the cause for everything.
Whatever.
Yeah, but my problem is a drop of lion's blood turns this nigga into Brave Star. Now,
okay, but did you see that lion? That was the most that lion. That's CT Fletcher's lion. Like that dude is out there.
It's still your motherfucking self.
It is still your motherfucking hunt, bitch. Let's go. Like that lion is taking something. All right. So whatever he's taken is now into Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I like the Spider-Man Kraven from the Fox Kids cartoon that took a serum and this motherfucker go wild. So here's
maybe he took a serum, passed out, and that was a fever dream of a lion bleeding in him. Boom. We don't know. I didn't see the movie yet.
Hey, the exchange of bodily fluids isn't safe. What if he has lion AIDS? What if he goes? What if that's what his real
now the whole
is?
world gonna start getting lion AIDS? Fucking.
That's what it. What if it's lion AIDS? What if it's not? What if he really doesn't have like superpowers? It's just that he's got lion AIDS, and lion AIDS affects humans differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's that? What if it's, we don't think about these things? We don't think about these things. So
no, I'm all in on that trailer, dog. When he bit that dude's nose, just spits it. And then, hey, where's so-and-so? Oh, you're standing in him.
Here we go. Venom 3.
You goddamn right.
It is scheduled to be released in October of next year. They are
Venom.
They are filming in Spain, and they're filming in Spain, okay? Because it's supposed to look like Mexico. So I'm assuming that's where basically the city that they're doing, they're in Los Mateos, Spain, because it is the aesthetic looks similar to the streets of Mexico, which was confirmed by the production head. Because we last saw Eddie Brock in a Mexican-themed bar at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, attempting to inquire to a bartender where he can find Spider-Man. So that's where they're going to be. So supposed to start filming next week.
And are we still assuming the villain is Toxin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird because
It's just basically the same thing again.
No, because also the end of after Spider-Man No Way Home, he wants to find Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, but he went back to his universe.
Yeah, and he still wants to find Spider-Man.
Is there a Spider-Man in that universe, though?
I don't know. I'm so confused. So
you just hey, we're gonna go see that together, all right? I'm gonna fly out to LA. We're gonna go see it together, buddy. And we'll do a whole watch along. We'll watch the first one and the second one, and then since we'll probably still be up and excited and on an adrenaline rush, we'll watch Morbius, and then we'll watch Morbius a second time because it came out twice, and Batgirl only got to come out once.
You still talking, right?
Yeah. Just
you still talking about that bullshit?
And we can do commentary and put it on the Patreon, and then we can play the video game with Venom, and that'll be fun too. You know what I'm saying?
Do you understand? It would cost I even hate to say it this way. It would, to do a watch along of Venom 1 and 2, somebody would have to donate $200 for my time.
That's all it takes is we get $200 and we can do it. Hey guys, $200. Come on, we can do this.
Y'all can't see my face.
He's very excited and ecstatic, and he's so happy. He loves Venom just as much as me. They're literally
$200 per movie
ever made. $200 a movie?
A movie.
Okay, we'll watch them together. So then it's just technically one movie.
Nope.
It's like the Godfather Part 1 and 2, like
no.
Venom 1 and 2.
Here's the thing.
It's one fantastic film.
Just you know
like
what?
The Godfather.
That is 3 hours of my life that you are gonna have to pay me like I'm on set somewhere.
Venom and the Godfather, like they're equal.
You will not compare.
They're equal.
Nigga.
You will not compare the two of them together.
It's been great being on the show. This is probably my last episode.
You said Venom 1 and the Godfather.
Nigga, what is you talking about?
You compared Venom. And the
nigga. One of the greatest all-time films like ever made, like a cinematic masterpiece.
What, The Godfather?
Venom.
Nigga, no.
like everyone knows, like the greatest films of all time are The Godfather, Empire Strikes Back, Super Mario Bros, and Venom.
Do something else. Do something else. That's it.
Let me read these emails since it's been a while since I've done this. All right, let's see what's in this one. Let's see this email. MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com. MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com. Okay, I got an email here from Fred. Okay, cool. The email is titled The Spider-Verse. It's from Fred Castillo, member of the Supervillain Squad, who says, "Hey, Mr. J and BC, hopefully everything's been cool and progressing for the better. My quote-unquote nerd logic has been at DEF CON 3 ever since I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Across the Spider-Verse. I love all the available paths Guardians left us at the end of the movie with so many storylines they could pursue. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, that movie was an Avengers Infinity War level event that looks to come to a serious ending and beyond the Spider-Verse. So 2 questions. First, I know Marvel Studios already has planned through 6 phases, but can they sustain the weight of ultimately bringing in the X-Men and Fantastic Four and keep the Spider-Man storyline, or will they have to concede to Sony? Second, how does Sony not introduce a live-action Miles Morales universe, especially since they have a team doing the animated version who has experience working with live action as well? I say let them run with it if they're serious about becoming a player again in the superhero genre. Thanks for reading my email, and I'll be listening. Fred C." Thank you, Fred. First of all, I think 6, we haven't gotten all of Phase 6's information. Well, I know Phase 6 is just Deadpool, FF, and the Avengers films.
Look, man, the Marvels is next. Like, it's just so much. It's so hard for me to keep track with what phases is what now.
Look, they, I keep hearing people try to bring up superhero fatigue. I doubt that's a real thing. I don't think that's a
No.
real thing. You cannot use the Flash to say superhero fatigue because, again, different circumstances.
Okay, yeah, Phase 6, the only thing officially set for Phase 6 is Fantastic Four, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars.
I thought, so Deadpool ends 5 or is it 6? I thought Deadpool
let me
was
go to 5 now. 5 will be started with Ant-Man, Guardians, the Marvels. Next up is Deadpool, then Captain America, which has a stupid new name. And then
I am so mad that it's called Brave New World.
Is that not the dumbest shit? If you NWO, you NWO for life, bro. You ain't out here changing the Brave New World.
That's because I called it Captain America N-word. And I think that's what it.
Okay. I had to reset for a minute because that got me. That popped me, bro. Like I'm out here. I broke character. Like you popped me, bro. Like
Captain America N-word. That's what I told. That's what I was like. That's what y'all really saw. Y'all didn't see New World Order. Captain America nigger. What? Whoa! Why are you guys so harsh?
But it made me mad because I just watched Winter Soldier again the other day, and Armin Zola even says it in there.
Excuse me. Secret Invasion. That's what I meant to say. What you think?
Let's finish the email, then we'll jump into Secret Invasion.
Okay.
So yeah, Phase 6. The only thing announced is Fantastic Four and the 2 Avengers movies. So there's that. And as far as live action Miles Morales, I honestly do think that's the way they're going. I think that's the way they're going. Yeah. The MCU is going to phase away from Spider-Man, and then Sony will phase into Miles Morales and their future Spider-Man.
I agree.
And then the MCU will phase into the mutant sagas.
I didn't think about that. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
And so then you might get like 1 or 2, like maybe Tom Holland shows up as a cameo later on in an X-Men thing, because you want to see that, or in a Fantastic Four.
He's absolutely showing up in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, of course. But I just don't think we might get another Spider-Man 4, but I don't know how many more Tom Holland Spider-Mans after that we get. We might get him sprinkled in as cameos here and there. But I think Spider-Man 4 will start to wrap up his MCU.
The full MCU thing. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I can't even argue that. I think when it comes to the X-Men, I think everybody wants to rush them coming in. And I think that's how the question is, how do they deal with the weight of the X-Men, right?
Take your time.
You take your time.
Make it work.
Fantastic Four doesn't hold as much weight into everything as the X-Men will. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The X-Men brings so much because of just who they are and what their story is. It's so much in that. So I think about that. And before I go to this next email, Secret Invasion.
Yo.
I've seen the first 2 episodes already.
Oh, you've seen the second one? Fuck you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're an ass. Spoilers for episode 1?
Yes, go ahead.
Yo, I did not see Maria Hill, man.
I think that's what got everybody. What the fuck?
And they hammered it home. They're like, hey, the one that impersonates her, yeah, she dead. She already dead. She died. She dead. She is dead. His wife is dead. She's dead.
Who? Wait, who's that in?
Talos' wife.
Oh yeah.
Who was impersonating Hill? They made sure to let you know. They kept saying she died. She dead.
She gone.
And then when Hill dies, they lingered on her. They're like, look, she's not changing. She is dead.
That ain't no scroll. That's a
They're
human.
like, people are about to die. Look, we killed Aunt Robin.
The fact we found out that Emilia Clarke is his daughter, is his grown-up daughter.
So I'm assuming that's Contessa's daughter.
Who?
Emilia Clarke is Everett Ross and Contessa's daughter.
No, that is Talos' daughter.
Oh, I was thinking Ross. You're right. Okay, good call. Good call. My mind was Yeah, you're right.
That's
You're right.
Gaia.
Talos' daughter. Yeah.
That's Talos' daughter. Yeah. The fact that Ross is that the real Ross?
I don't think so because and my buddy Lando brought this up to me. Everett Ross in Wakanda Forever bled, and it was red blood.
But remember, when Skrulls, they said it, Skrulls can change their entire physiology as well.
Yeah, but as soon as they bleed, it changes. See,
yeah.
It bleeds. It becomes, when it comes out of them, it becomes Skrull blood.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
I go, okay, that means after the Wakandas freed Ross, somehow he either got taken or this guy, because they had too much information from Ross.
Yeah.
And Maria Hill thought that was Ross.
Yep.
So that means they have Ross somewhere. And Marvel, they do this. If they bring in those bigger guest stars, there's normally 2 episodes. So I think we'll see him again.
Dude, that whole beginning shit was crazy. Because I was like, which one is which?
Yep.
Because I didn't know in the very beginning. I was like, one of them is a squirrel, but I don't know who.
It's going to have me. I mean, as soon I called that Nick Fury immediately. I'm like, oh no, that's the dude. That's the dude. Yeah, is he shooting her? Is she dying? She's not dying. She's dying.
She died. She died. Yeah. The second episode. If you thought this one had you go, holy shit, wait till you watch episode 2.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Thank you, everybody, also who watched the live reaction with me and Tommy Bechtel over on the Break Room channel for New Rock Stars. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all so much for watching that. Check us for episode 2. Now, here's the thing. They've asked.
I just started checking out New Rock Stars.
Mm-hmm.
It's so entertaining. Y'all are so good over there.
Thank you.
I love it. It's so much fun because I hear him talk about it a lot, but it's I haven't really watched a lot of newer YouTube channels recently, and so I'm just now starting to get into New Rock Stars. I'm like, oh, they're really good. I like that. What they do.
It's a fun,
and they seem cool. Everyone seems nice.
It's so fun. I love when I go to work over there. The office is a vibe. Everything but when this shit happening, when it's working, like another thing we've got to talk about, all the shifting dates because of the writer's strike.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's going to be a continual thing. So I mean, we should talk about it now. Hey, dates moved. All right, well, we're not going to have any real information until the strike's over.
So speaking of Secret Invasion, our next email comes from Jolene, a member of my Supervillain Squad, who brings up Secret Invasion. She says, "Hey Jay and BC," with a question mark. Yeah, he's still here. Just watched the first episode and have some thoughts, and I'm excited to hear what y'all think about the show so far and your own theories. The one nagging question that will run through my mind is the one that is almost always asked in these things is, quote, why doesn't Fury go to any of his superpowered friends? And I know the trailer said, I don't know who to trust, but I'm wondering, is that really enough? Like in the comics, it took decades before Skrulls were able to replicate and mimic superhero powers, but they also had the luxury of having a whole ass homeworld. These Skrulls have 30 years of searching for a planet to live on. They seem really picky, by the way. And the ones here seem to be living in the remains of places like Chernobyl. So their ability to replicate superpowers, a thing that is still kind of new for the world, might be harder to accomplish. So with all that, if the Skrulls can do that, like Carol once told Fury, I feel it's pretty easy for him to know who to trust. Also, how picky are these Skrulls? They have to have 30 years to search for a planet to live on. And we know there's thousands of habitable planets because we've seen so many in Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, I'm excited for the show to come back. Love you. Love you back. So, like we just said, to answer your question, I will plain and simple say, as to why Fury doesn't call his friends, it's all answered in episode 2.
All right. Well, I don't know that answer.
I know. I don't want to spoil.
I know, but I'm gonna. That's fine. That's good. I'm gonna give her an answer as someone who doesn't know what the answer is, and I don't know if this is right. You don't say nothing because we don't want to give nothing.
I'll mute my mic then.
But my thought is, who's he gonna call? Stark's dead. Cap's gone. Thor's off world. Black Widow's dead. Hawkeye is old and retired. He's not. Marvel's out doing Marvel stuff. Coulson's dead. He ain't cool with Shang-Chi. He don't know Shang-Chi. He ain't just gonna call him up. He ain't cool with Strange. Ain't gonna call him up. He don't know Strange. So he don't really have many of his super friends to call anymore. That's where my thought is on it. But
never forget
Okay. All right, let me compose myself. That's popped again, broke. I'm broke, bro. I'm broke.
Okay. So remember, Fury knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the original 6 you're bringing up, he knows that there are way more people. Now, the out of world heroes, he may not know how to get. He might not know how to get in touch with the what are we at? The Bowie. He might not know how to get in touch with the Bowie.
Yeah.
Anybody off world, but he knows when new abilities, when new people pop up. He knows of Shang-Chi.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that Shang-Chi is his boy. He's like, yo, that dude's got powers, but I don't know if I can trust him with
But
this.
he trusts Banner. Banner knows.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
True.
Banner knows.
True, Banner's there. That's right. I didn't think
He
about that.
can get in touch with Strange. Strange is available.
Yeah, but is Strange gonna be like, hey, look, go handle your shit. All right, I'm protecting. I'm Strange. I'm busy.
Yes.
You know, Strange is a dick. He don't care about the Avengers.
Man, Strange is a whole. That's why him and Tony Stark going against us is dick versus dick, and this ain't even a gay porn.
Yo, that damn line in Across the Spider. Don't even get me started with Strange and that little nerd.
His little nerd. I was like, okay, I know what movie that is. I'll wait till after next week's episode because a lot of stuff is explained.
All right, then I'm excited to talk to you about it after I see the new episode.
Because it is a thing, a good question of like why, but I think also just in general, the answer of why don't you call the Avengers is the event. If you're using the Avengers for everything, then what are they good for?
Exactly.
You know, you're getting to the point where
sometimes you have to suspend your disbelief and just, hey, we just got to go deal with this our own.
Right. Because if you're calling them for everything, then there's an issue.
That's why we didn't call Captain Marvel when the Chitauri invaded. That's why we didn't call Captain Marvel when Ultron got loose. All right, we call Captain Marvel. We go, oh, shoot, this ain't good. Call Captain Marvel now.
This is a level because the Avengers, remember, he was putting them together for the Avengers Initiative. He needed to see if they could handle the Chitauri situation. They could. So if they can handle the Chitauri situation, when it came to Ultron, he was like, yo, y'all the Avengers, get your shit together. Yeah. He basically was like, get your shit together. You got each other. He was like, what do y'all need? Yeah, you messed up, Stark. You were trying to do something you shouldn't have done. Which, again, why do we not pay attention to movies when they keep telling us AI is not a good fucking idea?
And yet we still are like, let's do all the AI possible. I've never seen a Terminator movie. Fuck you. God, it makes me so mad. Sarah Connor would kill everybody.
But I digress. But yeah, Jolie, I'd say to everybody, make sure you check that out. But listen, that's all we got for this week, man. I know it's been a while and it's been a longer one. We got to get up out of here. To everybody that's a member of the Patreon, thank you. You are our producers of the show as well. Everybody's a member of Super Villain Squad. I didn't get a chance to pull up the list because my computer is acting stupid, so I apologize for that. If you want to support the show, please, patreon.com/Mr. J. Washington. If you want to find out where I am, all that other stuff, I'll get to that in a moment. But BC, thank you, bro. Tell people how to find you.
Always a pleasure, man. Y'all find me on social medias at The Grind Calls, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
You know where to find him. Find me on TikTok and Instagram. Those are the only two places. I don't care about my Twitter. I don't. TikTok. Yeah. I don't really. I
mean, I have Twitter. I
have it. I just don't care.
Every now and then I'm like, yo, this sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care. So check it out. Find me over there at Mr. J. Washington at TikTok and Instagram. All right. We will holler at y'all next week. Till then, take care. We out. Bye.